Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've shared about time I spend in the pool. And I wanted to share with you about tonight. I came to the pool a little bit early. We're in that 2-week span right now between when school ends and the summer swimming lessons begin. So during this time, the time slot for lessons is changed into family swim. It gives me the opportunity to get into the pool either a little bit early, or I have the opportunity to stay longer depending on the needs of my body. So an example would be just being in the water to help bring down the inflammation and to get a chance to be out of pain. Another example would be to help focus on my hips. I've been having a lot of muscle fatigue pain during the past few weeks that the only way to resolve it is through exercise. I went early and had about 45 minutes of quality exercise before youth showed up. When they did, they invited me to play a few of their games with them, and it was really rewarding. You know, I always enjoy the young men that are in their teens, spending time with them, listening. I really believe in them and want to see the best for their lives. As they were getting ready to leave, one of the boys that's just starting grade 3 and his mom showed up. This particular child likes showing me diving for the rings, diving for they've got some fish. He also likes showing me his swimming and then maybe playing catch or volleyball in the pool for a few minutes. There's one of the benefits for me of using the pool is just standing up. The benefit to me is to keep my back straight. When you've got a problem with the hips, it's common to walk with your back slanted forward like this instead of being straight. So spending time in the shallow end just standing straight is beneficial to my body, and I'm focused on the child instead of the pain that it causes me. And I find it really rewarding. It also never ceases to amaze me what the children grasp. I'll give you an example. The children can see a difference of maybe someone's away, or why am I wearing a flotation belt and they don't need one? In answering these types of questions. You know, a few weeks ago was Father's Day here in Canada. This particular boy asked me or told me, "Are you going to be getting a present for Father's Day?" I've not married, and he immediately asked why when I said no. So I had to think of how to explain to a young child that I've been in treatment for my hips and knees for the past 12 and a half years. And if I committed to a relationship and became a parent, I would want to be able to raise a child where there's both a mother and a father to love the child and spend time with him or her. So I had to work out concepts that a younger child would understand compared to a teenager, especially in the late teens, when they're figuring out life and the world and can understand more of what I'm dealing with. After this, there were a few other youth in the gym area that I said hi to before I left. One of the particular ones was a young man in his early 20s. A few months ago, I wrote a letter to him and gave it to his younger brother to give him. It was a few words of encouragement to help him in his life and challenge him to face his issues. And I shared some of my own story and my own life. I just didn't suddenly start making these videos. There's been a lot of trials that I've been through. And honestly, I'm making these to invest in your life, to give you hope, and in a way, do life together. And what I mean by this is what it's like to live each day, troubleshoot, persevere, and then ultimately overcome and make something of your situation. So it's been a good evening at the gym tonight. And again, I want to remind you, as I've done in the past, it's really important to spend time with children, youth, and young adults, sort of to be their shadow and do what you can to encourage and listen. They're going to be our next generation of teachers, doctors, politicians, and I honestly believe even as young men and women, they do have something to contribute to the world. And let them be heard out and support as best as possible whatever opportunities God gives you. Thanks for this time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.